Hi! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place, hey? I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Well, coming to you from the bedroom, and this is the second time I've filmed this video because I cannot get the video hour and 10 minutes long from the phone to the computer. It just doesn't come up in the options to go anywhere, and it's too big to upload anywhere. It's just a big hassle. So here I am retaping with my old camera, and terrible lighting. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've hardly slept. I'm home sick from work today. I'm done. I'm done. But I want to get this video out because the timing's really important, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So here we are. Welcome to a shallow dive in Echo Echo. A shallow dive is like a deep dive light, one might say, and this will probably become a series. And yeah, here we are. We're entering the anti-MLM space. One small step for man, one giant leap for no one, really, because there's heaps of them around. It's very popular. Okay, it has really exploded in the past year or so, and I think we're better for it because the more voices we have in this fight, the better. And, there's so many voices on their side, so it's nice to have a bit of an army happening. So, just before we start, we do a bit of a brooch check. So, on my channel, I wear a brooch. So, brooch check. We got the Wicked Witch of the West coming down hot from the erstwhile The Wizard of Oz collection, which there's still some pieces online that I might like to get. I already spent so much money on it. Anyway, that's my Wicked Witch. So I got a witch, a pentagram necklace. I got a pentagram shirt on. So the Monate Witch, I see you, bitch. Anything you put out into the world, you get it back threefold. Sorry about this angle. Ugh. I'm doing what I can, alright? You might be able to hear the dogs. They're laying in bed, probably thinking, what the fuck? Why are we up so early? So, here I am. As you know, maybe you don't know, but in previous videos, I will bang on about how I've only become a YouTube consumer in the last couple of years, and that's true. Because, it really didn't exist before. Really, no. There was nothing before 2 years ago. Well, that's a little bit of a lie. There was salad fingers and Edison reciting their alphabet over and over.
A, he'd say, then B, C would usually follow.
Anyway, obviously, I'm joking. But I really do have to issue an official apology to Izzy and Hamish for never watching any of the videos that you would want me to watch. I'm sure that Danish guy with the butter, the way you pronounce butter, I'm sure it was really funny. I'm sure I'd appreciate it today. Yeah. So if you can't tell, I'm Australian. And I haven't sought out anti-MLM Australian creators, but if there's a new creator, they usually pop up in my feed, and so I haven't seen an Australian creator, and we know full well that there are MLMs in Australia, and have been for a long time. So here I am, and like most people in the anti-MLM fan genre or community, whatever, I started with Kiki Chanel. Now, she doesn't do anti-MLM content anymore, but I really loved her anti-MLM content. And actually, I just watched her Coachella worst best dress list, which was really good too. After watching her, the next two creators I watched were Suarez and Deanna Mims, and then that led to more and more. Some of my favorite anti-MLM creators Isabella Lanter, Mack Attack, Erin Bies, Hannah Alonzo, Amal Jamal Williams. Savy writes books, but Savy writes books isn't just anti-MLM. She does booktube and political stuff, and yeah, she's and small business. So she's got a finger in all the pies. Cruel World, Happy Mind, but she also does fantastic video essays. And my latest obsession is Turdgirl One. Loved her Turdgirl One. She's fantastic. Everything she does is so well researched. Love it. Uh, yeah, and a couple of recent follows that I've given. Kayla at Real Talk Safe Space and Eva Muerte. I can't remember or Ava's name, but she's really fantastic too. And I'll collect. I will put all the details down in the box. Not that they need my 6 subscribers, like shout out, but Anyway, uh, I do apologize if I'm moving around at all. I'm like, had my legs crossed, and I'm an old lady. She's an old lady. She needs to, keep the circulation going. So, look, this isn't actually my first anti-MLM video. I've done 2 others, and the one on Mandy Sue Styles, who is a Monate distributor, very high up the chain. She's racist, and I made a video about it. That's probably like my best viewed video. And although someone did call it clickbait, because I'm like, it says on the thumbnail that she's racist, and then I went on to show that she's racist. It's not clickbait, dude. Anyway, so yeah, so though I never intended to get into the anti-MLM space, I thought it was oversaturated. There was a glut of new uh, creators, but like I said, like the more people we have in the fight, the better. You know, I had been thinking about it and pondering, and it took me a while to really decide. Yep, I want to get in on this because I think it's really important to protect women and feminine presenting people, as well as people of color and minorities and very vulnerable people, because that is who MLMs target. They target vulnerable people. And I've always tried to give people a voice when they don't have one. And yeah, it's, I think it's my duty as somebody who seeks social justice and equality. And yeah, so, right. I do have a script, so if I'm reading it all, I apologize, but I wanted to come at it from a factual point of view and adding in little bits and pieces as we go. Uh, I The Australian sense of humour is unique, okay, to say the least. Not unique, as in the oil's unique. Not that unique, okay? The the way it's really spelled, dudes. Yeah, so hope you enjoy it. It's very dry, sarcastic, very, very cutting, okay? And a lot of people think I just am a bitch. And I am. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, I forgot Savannah Marie on my list of creators that I like. Um, she's really fantastic when you want a long one. Um, but she's been doing some good little like mixes up, and I'm not looking forward to her next paparazzi video because apparently shit's going down. Yeah, she's for those living in Sunnydale, where Buffy the Vampire Slayer reigns supreme. Maybe you haven't heard of MLMs, okay? So what are they? The MLM is an acronym for multi-level marketing. And yeah, let's have a look at this Urban Dictionary definition. Gotta love an Urban Dictionary definition. Uh, Here's what they say. Multi-level marketing, a form of legalized pyramid scheme commonly called a fucking scam. And here's it used in a sentence. Hey, hun, you want to buy some grape soda wine? I mean wine. It's wine. Only $60,000 to buy a pack of two and join my multi-level marketing company. I gotta stop thinking it's a bad habit. Yes, so you might hear pyramid schemes being mentioned or Ponzi schemes being used in the same breath as MLMs, and today's MLM enthusiast uses social selling or direct sales or internet sales. Sometimes they try to say it's affiliate marketing, but it is not affiliate marketing. Anyway, look, it's the same turd, whatever shine you put on it. All right, it's it just is. So what's the difference between a pyramid scheme and an MLM? Well, let's have a look at this graphic.
So this one says how to tell the difference. Pyramid schemes and MLMs have extremely similar structures, and at a glance, it can be hard to tell the difference between them. According to the FTC, here's how to tell them apart. So you can see there we've got in a pyramid scheme, participants may be asked to buy and sell products, but more emphasis is placed on recruiting new participants who are required to pay fees or make investments to join. As opposed to MLMs, the company will pay for its participants just for selling its products or services, and recruiting new members may help participants earn more money, but it's not strictly required of members. So that's it in a nutshell. But we're going to talk about how a lot of the companies don't allow you to advance unless you build a team and recruit.
The problem with MLMs is the people who go hard for MLMs, all right? The lengths that our blessed big hat wearing boss babes will go to defend their profession are extreme, to say the least. Usually, the first comeback they have when you say that their business resembles that of an ancient Egyptian structure, they'll say, how could it be a pyramid scheme? Pyramid schemes are illegal, and MLMs are not illegal. Oh, they think they got us, don't they? They think they got. That's a great argument. Uh, and the other thing, these generally vaccine haters, they say we can't be a pyramid scheme because we have a product. Well, guess what, Ashley? You can still be a pyramid scheme and sell it. Yeah. So the thing that makes it a pyramid scheme is that you cannot progress and make money without recruiting and building a team. Okay, that's the only way up. All right, so you can only make the big bucks when you build a team. That's what makes it a pyramid scheme. No team means no success. And I found a video the other day that really helped me to understand it even better, because I was under a different assumption as well, that this former Monate seller was under. So using Monate as an example, so Monate stands for Modern Nature, something, Modern Nature Company. I don't know, I can't remember. But it's a hair care MLM, and their products include shampoo, conditioner, oils, heat protector, blah blah blah. In their compensation plan to advance up the ladder, the distributors need to have a certain amount of personal volume, so that's what they buy and what their VIPs or customers buy, what they sell, and they also have a group volume amount which is required to rank up, and that is your team as well as their own stuff. And when you hit a certain rank, you can't progress unless that downline also builds a team. And then you can't progress until that team's, and then you can't, everybody's got to hit the next rank for everybody else to rank up. And that's a pyramid scheme. But this account that I found a couple of days ago, Platinum Chelsea, and she was in Monate, and she didn't earn anything. And she was really upset because she was led to believe that she would be able to rank up and earn a trip without building a team. And she actually sold a lot of, she was told by her upline that she could get it all just in sales, but that wasn't true. So here is how she really clearly presented the trap of recruiting in Moonate.
Because I say in this video that you have to have a certain amount of people underneath you, and a couple of those people have to be a certain rank. Now, this comp plan that you can find on Google without actually joining the company doesn't explain that once you get like a few up here, let me look at it again. Doesn't explain that once you get to like the AMB or the market builder, where you have to have 3 or 4 people underneath you, it doesn't tell you that like 2 of those people have to be the MMP, which is the second rank. So you can't just have 4 active lines, because 2 of those lines not only have to be active, but they also have to rank up. So I just wanted to put that in there because I didn't realize that those details weren't even in the comp plan that you can get if you're not in the company, that you actually have to. I didn't even know any of that, like the more detailed information, until I was in Monate. I didn't realize like it's not just 4 people recruited underneath you. It's 4 people, and 2 of them have to be recruiting, not just selling. So I needed to add that.
Yeah. So as you can see, you can only advance by recruiting, and it's a pyramid scheme. Anyway, so I wonder if you can hear Wilbur snoring. There's 4 dogs in my bed. I want one more. Sausage dogs. Well, there's more than 4 because one of them's pregnant. Probably 2 of them's pregnant, actually. Anyway, that's for another time. So after the whole pandemic thing, ailing MLMs were revived all of a sudden when, working from home was more attractive, and they were presenting all these aesthetic IGTVs, which created FOMO. We saw the numbers rise in MLM distributors, but there was also a rise in the anti-MLM community. And, it's getting more and more these days, and it's fantastic. A lot of the anti-MLM community is made up of ex-Huns, and, they were able to take off those rose-coloured glasses, start seeing those red flags that were waving in the wind for all to see the whole time. The next video I think I'm going to make, anti-MLM, is going to be red flags of MLMs. So here I am, adding my little Aussie voice. I. Look, that's not just an Australian thing. That's more like a state Queensland thing, you know. Hey. Anyway, so when I really started thinking about doing anti-MLM content when I saw Mack Attack's video about Monate coming to Australia. And you know what a Monate did when they came to Australia? Oh, they just showed their whole ass, okay? Because you see, when Monate first came to Australia, they could actually sell products. But distributors were ranking up. And how were they ranking up, you may ask? Recruiting. That's a pyramid scheme. No products in Australia. Yet they were ranking up. Anyway, so I've never been in an MLM, and I'm terrible at sales and haggling and things like that. I haven't said. So I'm a high school teacher, and I'm a high school arts teacher. I really love being a teacher. It's a fantastic job. I'm not going to swear allegiance to my employer for life, though. That's weird. Okay? Really weird. Very culty. Cult vibes. Hashtag cult vibes, okay? And I have had, time off here and there just to recharge. And one time I was working in a video store. And at the video store, we used to have a, I don't know, new release for $5, and then I'd have to try and upsell a 2-liter Coke for $5 as well. And I just couldn't do it because I knew that, you could get it for $2 from Woolworths or whatever, and it's like, no, I don't like that. Because if you're renting movies, you can bet your bottom dollar that you don't have a lot of cash, because you can't buy the movie. Yeah, so never felt comfortable with that. And so I think I'd be terrible at an MLM. Another example of my terrible, sorry, trying to get it fucking straight. Oh my God. There was this one time where I saw this really cool, funky retro lamp at it was a garage sale, but it was at a market. And I saw it. I'm like, oh, how much? And the dude's like, I don't know, make an offer. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Well, uncomfortable immediately. And he goes, and I said, oh, what do you think? And he said, oh, how about 50 cents? And I'm like, oh my God, no. That's not enough. I'll give you $1, which was still criminally cheap. And he's like, sold to the prematurely growing young lady. I'm hopeless. But it's just an example. And the lamp is lost to the ages. I don't know where I've moved town so many times. I've made houses, donated everything and have to make a new house somewhere else. But yeah, possessions are fleeting. Anyway, you can see with that type of mentality, I'm not going to do very well in a MLM. And I really hate being told what to do. I'm a bit of a rebel. Even though I'm a teacher, I'm a cool mom. No, I just, I don't take things as like, well, this is the way it's gonna be. This is the way it's been. This is the way it's always gonna be. And like, I don't think so. All right, I always stand up if I think that there is injustice or wrongs being done. All right, so even though I hadn't signed up to an MLM, I was surrounded, like most people, with MLMs all my life. And I think, for me, it's always been about the deviled eggs. It's always been about the deviled eggs. Mm. There was this normalization of mums gathered in a cramped lounge room to view the latest Tupperware line. And, you had to hit the quota so that Cheryl could get uh, the lettuce crisper and a mini beetroot key ring, and like everybody'd be having a good time. The kids would be running around. They get that red ring around their mouth from drinking red cordial or whatever. And there's always that one kid who pulls up right to the snacks table, and the mum not wanting to like make a big deal of it. She's like, you know, like snarling at him through her teeth, like, Tyrone, get away from the cheesels, and um, and then Norma from down the road, she's having a giggle at the Tupperware saucy like quiz that they were doing, and it was a social gathering, yeah. And you do that. 2 weeks later, someone else's lounge room, same thing. It was, in the 80s and not like still, last like a couple of years. In the last 5 or 6 years, I think I've been to a Tupperware party. Um, yeah, so I think it was a real socialization. Um, it was a real gathering community thing that wasn't seen as insidious because of that social aspect. And yeah, it's transformed into something else. Let's just say that, yeah. Now, so you know, the thing with Tupperware though is the products are fantastic. They last the test of time. If you've ever found any vintage Tupperware, fuck, shut up. If you've ever found any old pieces in op shops or thrift stores, um, yeah, they're good quality. It's just that I like always lose the fucking lids. The lids. All right, damn it. It's like a black hole where the lids go to die. All right, but here's a little tip: when you're at the op shop or the thrift store, there's usually a whole bunch of Tupperware lids. Check them out. Yeah. So the point is here, that was normal, and it was quite, an enjoyable sort of place to be with the deviled eggs and all. Uh, Today, the thought of having anyone in my house, even people I know, uh, ew, no, get out. I don't, yuck. I just want the dogs. Oh, you can bring your dogs over. Anyway, I'm also remembering that I'm sure we talked about Amway at some point in time, and like my dad is not the type of guy who would sell Amway, but I'm sure that he mentioned it at some point in time. But he's not a white collar criminal. He's just a regular criminal without revealing too much. But yeah, not the right color. Anyway, as I got older, I can remember lingerie and clothing, maybe the body shop, because we didn't have a body shop in the town I was living in. And it was a great novelty. I can't even remember buying anything from the body shop party that I went to. But yeah, and of course Tupperware has always been there. So once I started watching YouTube and the anti-MLM creators, it was over for me. I became, a really informed consumer, and I want to be able to inform consumers as well, especially coming from Australia. So I'm excited. Yeah, and I just can't hide it. I want to be able to, tell all the blokes and all the Sheilas in Australia, what the fuck is this shit? Alright? Look, Australians swear a lot. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Oh, it's just who we are as a people. All right. The C word, right, in Australia is very common, and sometimes it's used as a greeting, and it's fun. I know it doesn't sound fun, but it really is. Okay, I promise. I promise it's fun. All right, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the way that I present things. I want to be serious when we're serious, but I will also want to have some fun with this because uh, I think people are more willing to listen to others when they have a welcoming tone and they seem like they're approachable. Where if I was just ranting and yelling and going off my nut, and I do not make any promises not to do that. I may do that because it may be in a situation where something does make me very angry or upset, but I want to be able to. I like Kayla at Real Talk Safe Space because, and I think I have seen this in Hannah Alonzo's comments as well, is that people who are coming out of an MLM or being recruited into an MLM need a soft place to land, and I think we all have a duty to be that. All right, so what I'm going to do today, now that I've done my introduction that took like half an hour, now that I've done my introduction, all right, next video I won't have to go over my motivations, as it'll just be, like I said, I like to do the red flags, and I've got some Australian monade hums to react to. But today we're doing a top 10 countdown. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! All right. And now this was published in May 2021. So there's been another year. I do apologize, but I did all my research. I have got an update with the 2022 top 10. And this is coming from a website called Integrated MLM something software. Where do we go? Where? Not integrate. Infinite MLM software. They're pro MLMs. And I just think they use the company profits to show us this. All right, so what are the top 10 shitty MLMs in Australia? At number 10, we have ACN. Woo! Which stands for the Australian Communications Network. I've never heard of this MLM, but apparently they sell telecommunication things. Like, it's actually kind of confusing because they sell services to, like, phone and internet deals, but they use real companies like Vodafone. So I really don't understand it, but they've had a little bit of trouble with our Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, which is the ACCC, and they govern MLMs. It's like the FTC, but in Australia. And in 2005, the Federal Court of Australia found that the scheme operated by ACN Pty Ltd is a pyramid selling scheme in breach of the S65 AAD of the Trade Practices Act of 1974 following ACCC action. Not allegedly. This happened. It was from that government body that governs MLMs. And ACN, interestingly enough, was in bed with none other than Donald Trump and his scummy children. Ew. So that's ACN. But ACN's not quite right, is it? Can I buy a vowel, please? And I'd like to solve the puzzle, Pat. It's a con. So, right, number 9, we've got Isagenix. Look in the sky. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's a company making money from diet culture. I mean, boo. Okay. This one I've heard of. I think it was through a housemate who loved the gym, and but she never pushed the product or sold it or tried to, recruit me. I think it was just she was just taking it as a gym pre-workout, whatever. Isagenix started out as a shake and shit weight loss system, but they also now sell lifestyle products like creams and cleansers, etc. Plus, the promoters, the people who sign up, become health experts. All they need to do to become a health expert is buy a starter kit, pay whatever the registration fee is, boom, health expert. That's how it works, right? Maybe we should ask a Beachbody coach. Anyway, number 8, Plexus. Okay, what does their website say? All right, their website says this shit. Welcome to health and happiness. Plexus is for you. Yes, you. It's for who you are today and who you'll be tomorrow. It's for your biggest dreams and your craziest goals. It's for your drive to better yourself and change the world. We know you've got it in you. Let's bring it out together. Our products, values, opportunity, and support, combined with your dreams, drive, and commitment, are totally unstoppable. Way to say nothing, Plexus. Another bullshit weight management company that has also had to diversify. Bye, goodbye, get out. All right, number 7. And the company is called TLC. But this is not a T-Boz Left Eye and Chili that we love, Jason Waterfalls. TLC stands for Total Life Change or Changes. And they do health and wellness. I hate it here. I hate it. All right, next. Number 6. Okay. Please, no more diarrhea plans. Please. Okay. Cross my fingers. Junes? Oh, who knows? Okay. Junes is... it's another health and well-being. Okay, I had a look at the website and they've actually got a really thoughtful video about staying healthy during COVID, and they actually don't even mention a product. And it's refreshing because so many MLM enthusiasts think COVID isn't real. So maybe this company isn't so bad. That's how they get you, right? That's how they get you. Don't forget that the products are ridiculously expensive and MLMs are evil. It doesn't matter what the rest of the hoo-ha is doing. The your hoo-ha can't do nothing there. Anyway. Shh, shush, shush, shush. Alright, next, we're at number 5. And it's finally not a health and wellness brand. However, let's meet Organo Gold. Now we can see a good old-fashioned appropriation. Of course. Of course. They've taken a herb called Ganoderma, originally used in ancient China, and it's still popular today. It's a fungi, or fungi. They make coffee and teas using the fungi, and it promotes a healthy immune system. But it's just coffee and the Ganoderma. Oh shit. That's for wellness. That's not all. They've also got a neuro tracker, and you can improve your brain by wearing these 3D glasses, and then you just think about balls. Look, I may have skimmed the website too quickly, all right, but that's what I got out of it, essentially. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry about the vocal fry on my voice at the moment. I'm really tired. Once I finish this, I'm gonna go to sleep for a million years. Okay. I'm speaking with hyperbole. Anyway, look, you can shove your fucking fancy coffee up your ass because, like, my local supermarket has their own brand where it's the premix one where you get it in a little plastic slip and done. $3.50, my favorite brand at the moment. Now we're up to number 4. It's my lucky number. So at 4 we've got Kyani. Another health and wellness shit show. But guess what they have? They've got the power of the triangle. Yeah. Who knew? Power of the triangle. What is the power of triangle? It's a triangle of health. And what's in this innovative triangle of health? 3 products. 3 products you can buy, that's all. And just like the others, it is overpriced. It's so overpriced that people mistake it for being luxury brands when it's just expensive for no reason. It's very expensive, and I think the money that they spend is in their copy, which is, if you don't know, that's like any sort of written statements about the company on their website or whatever. So let's see. Let's have a reading from the Kyani Triangle of Health. The Kyani Triangle of Health features 3 key product families: Kyani Sunrise, Kyani Sunset, and Kyani Nitro. Together, the products work synergistically to provide you and your family with the unmatched nutrition for optimal health. Among many superfoods and botanicals, the Triangle of Health offers the power of antioxidant-rich wild Alaskan blueberries, tocotrienols, the most potent form of vitamin E, omega-3s from wild Alaskan salmon, and nitric oxide producing nitrates in one easy-to-use system. Oh, so it's not a weight loss program, it's a nutrition system. Ew. Now, the power of the triangle is $200. At a minimum, it's more than $200. but you also have to eat real food on top of all the supplements. So, they've also got something called the potato pack, which is apparently for charity. But it's really weird, and I couldn't quite understand it. There's a price on the potato pack, but it's unclear whether you buy it for somebody in need or the money goes to charity or whatever. Just weird. So the top three. Whoa. In the top three, we've got, spoiler alert, it's more fucking health and wellness companies. Anyway, number 3 is It Works. Tricky name for a business because like you're gonna be like, what works? Staying positive about the name there. So of course you're gonna think it's successful because that's what it says. All right, it works. It's got all of the other products as mentioned in the other MLMs down the road of this top 10. But there's a few interesting points. Under the heading of nutrition, they sell a wonderful product called Skinny Gummies. Ew. And you can buy that for the low price of $66. What a bargain. And that might even not last you a month because it says that you can have up to 4 a day, so it might not even last you a month. But the problem is that it doesn't actually tell you what it does or promise anything that it does, Yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. It doesn't even say that it's an appetite suppressant. There's nothing there except for these are the ingredients. And the ingredients are apple cider vinegar and blood orange or something which promotes something because it's so vague. Like, how are you going to sell a product that doesn't have any details? The other thing they sell is this magic coffee. Don't get me wrong. I love coffee. I love going out for coffee. I like staying in for coffee. I'm all about it. But their coffee costs $70. As I said, go get the supermarket brand for so much less. So much less. Yeah, so. Oh, but did I mention that the It Works coffee is keto? What a crazy and amazing feature of the coffee. Actually, who cares? Look, on their website, they have a tab that says weight management. It's very deceptive in my opinion because, they can't make a health claim. They can't do half of the things that they're doing. Yeah. All right. So they've also branched out into the beauty sphere and with some creams and makeup, I think. Oh, no, more like, so collagen and lash and brows. We're up to number 2. Number 2. We've got Jessie Lee Ward's second multi-level marketing company called Modea. Welcome to the club, Modea. This one is yet another lifestyle and health wellness company. Yawn. On their website, they say that their holistic live clean philosophy drives every aspect of the brand, going beyond its ingredient paradigm to encompass business operations, company culture, community activism, and environmental advocacy. Oh my God, buzzword, 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 buzzword. And ingredient paradigm? What do you mean? Ingredient paradigm. That is so pretentious and condescending and misusing the word paradigm. I mean, I think what they mean is it's the ingredients. It's just the ingredients. But paradigm means pattern. Okay, I double checked in the first video what paradigm meant, and it means pattern. Ingredients pattern doesn't make sense. You're dumb, my dear. You're dumb. Dum-dums. Alright, look, the thing is, if you only do the vitamins and the supplements without making changes to your diet or, activity in a day, you're not going to see much progress, okay? It just, taking vitamins doesn't, automatically lead to better health. Just doesn't. So my dad was actually called New Ways, but I'm pretty sure I think I have heard of it. I think I had heard of New Ways, but my dad is pretty much going to be universally known as the company that fired Jesse Lee Ward. Bye, bitch. CC Suarez, Chelsea, she has an amazing deep dive on Jesse Lee, and she has to tell you all of the myths and false statements that this woman puts out. She is not your hero, okay? She is not your guru. Thing with Boss Lee is not alleged, it happened. So, yeah. Alright. We're up to number 1, yeah. Thank God I'm so tired. Oh God, I look terrible. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Alright. So, we waited this long. We're up to number 1. And what is it? It's Usana! Who is she? I honestly have never heard of it. Like, I don't know. Like, the picture looked a little bit familiar, but no, I don't know her. Anyway. Guess what company... Guess what the company sells? Health and wellness products. Yeah, you guessed it. Just like I said, you can't get anywhere with just your crappy creams and your vitamins and your weighted vests or whatever. Right? Health isn't, an easy fix. Health is what you need to work on. Alright? I'm plus size. Obviously, it's not as easy for me to go out and lose, 5 kilos or whatever. Sorry, trigger warning talking diet culture. Well, I should have said that at the beginning. Whoopsie-daisy. Yeah, you just need more than, a MLM product to live a healthy lifestyle, okay? The savior is not on the other side of a hey hun message, okay? And look, I'm actually surprised that there are, a glut of health and wellness brands because Aussies, we're pretty cash. We're pretty laid back generally, and although I would say that we do like shortcuts, so maybe that explains it. But yeah, it just doesn't vibe, and it's disappointing. Yeah, to say the least. That people will, turn to quick fixes. But, usually the gym bros and bras that are hanging around gyms go to the gym little cafe and get their crap from there, or just eat good natural foods and get a little bit of exercise. Like, hello. Anyway, so that's the top 10 from the merry old land of Oz. And I did get the 2022 changes, so we'll just go for a quick little update. The companies that are now out of the top 10 are ACN, Isagenix, TLC, Organo Gold, Modere, and It Works. So these companies stayed in the top 10. Plexus, although they increased, going from 8 up to 4. Kyani dropped, going from 4 to 9. Junes stayed steady at 6. And Usana went down from 2 to 1. And the new kids on the block, we had doTERRA, we had By Design. That's all spelled phonetically. I hate it. Ellapreneurs. I felt like maybe they want to be rappers and they want to use the word entrepreneur, but they haven't got a word that rhymes with entrepreneur. So they're like, let's make our company Ellapreneurs, and then we can rhyme it in raps, man. I don't think that's the origin story. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in Ellapreneurs. Fucking shut up. Okay. There's also Verducci, Avon, coming in hot from 1945. Woo! And Valentus. I think Isabella Lanter did a story on Valentus not too long ago. If you are interested in that, and I will leave links. Yeah. That's it. That's the companies. Like I said, I'm going to be looking at some of the Aussie girls and trying to get the word out about everything. All the things. I hate when they say that. So, one thing, now that that's done, I would like to talk to you about, and this is why, I rushed this video. This is the second filming. I'm deadly tired and sick, but I want to get it done because the American FTC, the Federal Trades Commission, they are taking submissions to make changes to the guidelines for companies, including MLMs, which will require them to present the whole truth to new recruits. And the best news is you can do it from anywhere, because I have submitted a statement from Little Australia. But if you go to mlmchange.org, you'll find everything you need. As you can see here, the site is super easy to navigate, and there's a link to the FTC site as well. This will help you. The MLM change will help you write the submission, and then you can post it to the FTC site. So you can see that here. It's really easy to add your comment. You can have a look at what other people have written. There was this one dude though that looked like he kind of looked like he was spamming it with I can't even remember what now because my brain doesn't work anymore. Gone, bye bye. All right, I need the thing from, is it Kyani's got the brain scanner? Anyway, so this FTC thing is ending in the next 2 weeks. So we need to get submissions in, as many as we can, as soon as we can, and we need to keep the pressure up, brothers and sisters. We need to keep that pressure up because I'm sick of seeing people getting taken advantage of. Yeah. I really did. Just to wrap up, I really did ponder a lot over doing anti-MLM content. And the thing that really sealed my decision was a couple of weeks ago, I finally watched videos that were about the paparazzi COVID super spreader event where 12 people lost their lives. And I was painting at school and just doing art and feeling lovely, and yeah, and then I started watching Savannah's video and Feisty Tea Time video and Mack Attack's video. All it was really upsetting, and especially when Savannah was upset, I cried as well. And even though it had happened 4 or 5 months before that, it was very upsetting. And no one should be at risk of dying when going to their regular day-to-day job. It was a very sad state of affairs, and that's really what gave me that final push to come on and put something out. Getting a bit serious at the end there, sorry, gotta mix it up. I feel like I can't open my eyes anymore because I am so tired. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Time to go. Goodbye.